हमारे आज के कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि महोदय, हमारे भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय, जो राजस्थान की मिट्टी से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं, स्वाभिमानी मिट्टी से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं, श्री जगदीप धनखड़ जी, उनको सुनने का समय यहाँ पर आ चुका है। मैं अनुरोध करना चाहूँगा उपराष्ट्रपति महोदया से कि अब वो अपनी बात हम सभी के सामने रखें।
I am in a very difficult situation. I have before me Justice Panachand Jain ji. At this age, Judge Sahab has found time to bless us all. Justice Raj Chopra ji, it's a moment when we have to be very grateful to you for your presence. We have celebrated journalist who always maintained Chhabda's very upright stand, fearlessly. My very dear friend Narpatji, and in him we are reminded of what Bhairu Singh ji did. There can be no greater achievement in my life to be in Uprashtrapati Bhavan, where Bhairu Singh ji lived and contributed. I take it as the greatest acclaim of my life. I must recognize also presence of former Chief Justice, Justice Jain, and many others to whom I am greatly beholden. I recall the days when I took my father, my mother, and my wife to New York. And it was for treatment, 1988. One address I got was of Kamal Chand ji. I thought it to myself, he is present here, that I would not go to their house unless someone comes to receive me at the airport. And I had made alternative arrangement. Kamal Chand ji did not come to the airport. I was disappointed. But his wife came. What could be a greater honor? And then we stayed in their queen's house. 2 rooms were made available to us. And lightly it was put to us that Governor of Rajasthan, then Air Marshal Mehra, had stayed there. So these 2 rooms were especially booked for them. And mind you, at that point of time, I had neither been a legislator, nor a parliamentarian, nor a former minister, nor a governor, or nor a vice president. What I see here is something very different. I will be making a big mistake in not taking name of many of people here. I owe apology to them. The second most significant moment of my life in 2022 is to be here at an institution that was nurtured by Bhairu Singh ji Shekhawat, to an extent that the great man celebrated his birthday here. These 2 accomplishments of my life make the occasion very special for me. I am grateful to Sunita Gehlot ji for having been associated with passion and mission with cancer care. Madam, I have been associated with it as Governor State of West Bengal, Cancer Society. And every year, I made my modest contribution also. I had the occasion to see that oncologist who was suffering from cancer himself. He worked tirelessly. and I had the occasion to see his departure for heavenly abode. Your commitment is very commendable, and you are here in your own right, like Anila ji is here, in her own very, very commendable right. The two of the ladies present here, they exemplify the powerhouse of achievement. I have had a word with Anila ji with respect to a patient. And trust me, she is the real power of the Board of Trustees. Navratan Kothari ji, a man of sublimity and nobility, and has proved Shakespeare wrong. Shakespeare reflected what's there in a name. A rose will smell as sweet by any other name. There is much in the name, Navratan. The Navratan is playing with a straight bat on front foot to help a societal cause. And it was a great turning point, milestone, when he undertook the responsibility of this gigantic achievement. I knew of it then. Sir, I was a legislator then. I had serious doubts. And I thought it will be an outfit to cater to personal ego, have an establishment to project and gain in business. I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. The achievement is by contribution, by sacrifice, by dedication. Creation of an infrastructure is not difficult. You get money and you do it. Money can do it. But what has been brought on the table by Navratan ji is that human resource, that concept, that technology, that credibility, that I can say in 25 years, from 50-bedded outfit to 300 now, and matter of time before, it will be 500, exclusively only for cancer care. Cancer is a disease that creates an earthquake in a family. The panic is unknown to humanity. And when you don't have finances, and the sole bread earner is suffering from it, you cannot imagine the kind of impact it has on the children. That care is being taken. My salutations to Navratan ji for pledging his entire moral, financial strength to see that this cause is ever on incremental trajectory. Friends, the 40-50 minutes I spent with the trustees today, I can tell you, every moment of it was that how come 3 generations are so passionately involved in a mission where the world is focusing only on crude materialism. It is a shining example, and it resonates in our ears as the essence of our civilizational ethos, that we are accountable to the Almighty, our Creator, that we must give back to the society all that we can give. I am so happy and delighted that the younger generation is fully equipped and ready, mentally and spiritually, to carry this mandate, take this baton, and the day is not far when this hospital, living up to the ideals of Bhagwan Mahaveer, he stood for those 5 fundamentals. It will be a leading one in Asia, I have no doubt about it. It was given to us by Vimalchand Surana ji when I saw that small movie. I know him. I know of him. And if 2 minds have converged, the impact is not arithmetic. The impact is geometrical. Being from Sainik School, Chittorgarh, I cannot but be in high reverence to Major General S.C. Parikh. He brings on the table a deep sense of discipline, propriety, and commitment. And I have found in him a person whose adherence to the noble ideas that drive this hospital, and I'm sure there will be no compromises. Having rendered assistance to 1.75 lakh families and also taking care of their fiscal vulnerability is no small achievement. I am reminded at this time that our visionary Prime Minister, when he came to power in 2014, he took note of one fact, that the poor and people who do not have economic means, if they suffer from some ailment, then their life is ruined for generations. The education of the children is compromised, their normal family needs are left wanting. He created a great scheme, the most powerful scheme in the world, and that is Ayushman Bharat. I am reminded of it because when my father was treated for bypass surgery by Dr. John Wright in Princess Grace Hospital, he asked me one question: is your father on insurance? I said, no. Is he part of government dispensation? I said, no. Is he associated with some corporate entity? I said, no. And he was shocked beyond words. My father was treated by him. Others who got treatment from him included Mr. Ramnyas Mirdha, Dr. L.M. Singhvi, Dr. P.K. Sethi, and Satish Agarwal ji. I was surprised when, after about 7-8 months, we got a refund check of 1,800 pounds for a simple reason: he was not on insurance. Imagine to make available that cover to 1.3 billion people is not easy. That has been done. To wipe out the tears of the poor is job of everyone, because that is the mandate given by our Creator. 33 years ago, Narpaji knows it, the greatest power I came to acquire, thanks to the massive support of Bhairu Singh ji, that I created a record in '89 by winning Lok Sabha seat with largest margin. I had, as Member of Parliament, 50 gas connections I could give to anyone. That was the power I wielded. And imagine our visionary Prime Minister taking note of the women who suffered for not having proper cooking mechanism. They had to necessarily and compulsively give tears so that they can cook. 180 million gas connections given free. That is the governmental effort. The effort here is private and of no small scale. Navratnamal Kothari and his entire team, they exemplify that if you are determined to give back to the society, success will come easily. I was reflecting on their health. If you give, you gain greatly. My wife is not here. She was meant to be here. She is keenly committed to helping a social cause, and we lawyers, the fraternity to which I belonged before I became governor, it is difficult for us to part money. And this observation was made by none else than daughter of Sunita ji. When I invited her, a brilliant girl married to a genius lawyer, said, "Uncle, I am involved with interior decoration." I said, "Beta, I do not appreciate their contribution. As a lawyer, you will never love to part with money." Difficult for a lawyer, but very difficult for those who are in pursuit of money. Very difficult for those whose life, day in and day out, generation after generation, is to make wealth. And Navratnamal Kothari is from that category. He is a pujari of wealth, Lakshmi Pujari. I know how difficult it must be for him and his family to part with Lakshmi, and that they have done it with that kind of enthused spirit is a tribute to the civilizational depth and ethos to which this family subscribes. I would leave a thought here, and that thought is that you don't need money to serve humanity. I have seen it during COVID. If you have wealth, you can contribute financially. If you have some kind of expertise, you can contribute medically, professionally. But if you are an ordinary man, how do you contribute? I had tears in my eyes when in West Bengal, I saw ordinary people who were making barely 2 ends meet, were hand-holding 3 or 4 families every day. That is our culture. And therefore, when I see this economic powerhouse driving a societal cause, I cannot but only be in salutation. And I am sure the society will recognize the great humanitarian cause. Navratnamal Kothari ji, along with Anila ji, I take Anila ji to be in the lead. And that will generate for Jaipur an iconic hospital where it is a matter of time where patients from all over the world will come here for treatment. I would conclude that I would henceforth will not be able to rise to the level of Galoji or Shekhar Sahib. They are great persons, one on the executive side, another a political giant and a statesman. But one created by Bhairu Singh ji, nurtured by him, and enjoying the friendship I have with Galoji for 5 decades, I undertake before all of you, I will act ever as a foot soldier of this hospital, this cause, so that our pink city is glorified at a global level for serving cause of humanity in the most significant critical area of cancer care. Thank you so much.